So it's another video for you guys. We are going, or I'm going on a cruise in 5 days. Not 5 days, is it 5? 6 days, in 6 days. So I'm gonna be leaving out on the Carnival Horizon out of Miami for my birthday trip. So this time, babe is not going with me, nor are the children. So we're gonna go have a wonderful good time. Well, when you cruise or when you travel, you have to have your travel essentials. So I thought I'd bring you a couple of mine that I particularly have to have for every time I travel. So, or some things that you might not think about, or if this is your first time traveling. So I thought I would share with you some of my favorite things, or some of my essentials, more so than anything. First and foremost on my list is my cleaning stuff. Clorox, I've got my wipes. You just don't know what goes on. And I didn't realize until I was looking at another video where somebody made a comment about the nastiest thing in a room. And I never thought it would be the remote. So please wipe down your remotes with Clorox. I've seen some people put them in another like plastic thing, but for me, I know that the Clorox is gonna get at least 99.9% of all germs. So I take quite a few of these. I also have to have it. Like my family and anybody who has traveled with me make fun of me, but I take at least 10 of these because it's not that much in there, and I go into every room. So we'll be going into Miami this Thursday, and we'll be there for a couple of days prior to getting on the ship. Trust and believe, every bed that is laid in, whether it's for my cousin or myself, we spraying it down. We spraying down the bathroom, we spraying down everything. I got it from my mom. I pull back the cover and I pull back the sheets. I'm checking to make sure there's no bed bugs, all that crazy tomfoolery that can go on when you have, or when you're staying in strange places. So those two are like, if I leave everything else that's on my list, these are definitely gonna be with me. And if I forget them, I'm finding my closest CVS, Walgreens, or Walmart, Target, whatever there is in the area, because it's important I have them. I'm not gonna lay on your bed or sit on anything until I spray and clean, or even wash. So the other thing that is really important for cruising, or particularly cruising, because you have to, they give you these tags for your luggage so that they can identify your luggage, just like at the airport, and they just give it to you. You normally fold it and you staple it. Well, I found these lovely things on Amazon. It's like clear, and it has the little things where you can tie them and connect it to your luggage, so that you know, with paper and stapling, it's gonna tear. So rather than go through the rigmarole of all that, I do this. It keeps it neat, it keeps it together. I have them every trip ever since I discovered them. So they're like a cruise essential for me, and you have to get them from Amazon. Or no, it might not be Amazon, but you do have to order them from online. I've never seen them in an actual store. So like most of the little toiletry items you can get from, I did mine at Target. I did a little video of me purchasing them. I don't know how it looks. I'll have to see if I'll put it in to the video where you can see it's in their travel items. I know some people go to like Dollar Tree and stuff like that, but my Dollar Trees are a little hood, so I stick with what I know. So those are like the first things first. Also, this will be my cousin's second cruise, and of course this is like my 8th cruise, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm kind of a little bit used to being on the waters. Like a couple of my trips I've had some nausea, but I try to keep certain things. So also in the travel aisle in Target or wherever, they have these little travel packs of the Dramamine. Some people do the non-drowsy, some people have the drowsy. I think this one is just the regular relief. So, and it says it's also good for if you get sick with flying. That is not my portion, knock on wood. So I have a couple of these. I also make my own little first aid kit. So I got a little Pepto. You know, sometimes the food can get to you. I have a little Tums, and I take a little pack of Tylenol, all of those little things, Band-Aids. Something happened on the last trip, I want to say, and I cut myself somehow, and it was good that I had my mama travel pack. So that was good. And Benadryl is all kinds. I make a little first aid kit because anything can happen. You're going somewhere, going to places, you slip on a rock, anything is possible. You want to have what you need. And I've heard that on the ship, and the nurse or the doctor that's on the ship can be very expensive for the little small things. So if we can prevent going to the nurse's office, like they say in school, then we're gonna do it. So I do that. Of course, you do your travel hygiene products like your soap, and the ship actually has the soap in the showers for you. I particularly don't, I mean, it's nothing wrong, because if I run out of my soap that I bring, I might use it, but my preference is to use like my Dove or whatever kind of soap there I'm using at the moment, rather than to use what they have in the showers. Of course, you have your lotion, and another must-have, and yes, black people, we do burn too. My husband is, like we call him, Big Black, and he definitely burned one time when we did not take the sunscreen, thinking, oh, he's chocolate, he won't get burned. Yes, he did have sunburn. So we have to have those. Also, this will be new for me because my husband, yes, I'm spoiled, he irons my clothes for me when we go on any trip, and even here sometimes he irons my stuff for me. So just as a precaution, if I don't feel like walking to one of the onboard laundry rooms that has an ironing board, I might just try this. So this is like the Wrinkle Release. So I've seen people say iron before, and then when you get there you spray it and do whatever. So it says you spray and tug and smooth and then hang it. So we'll see. I will be vlogging this trip, so it's important that, well, not important. So we will see what happens with the Wrinkle Release, or if I decide to go wrinkle. I doubt that I will. I don't want anybody to talk about me. Another thing with the Horizon, and I know some of the updated ships are doing this as well, is you have to have something in the light to keep it on, keep the lights on. So I'll take an old, there's nothing really on here that shows my information. It's like an old one. So I'll take an old card from our last trip, I stick it in there, it keeps it on. That way I don't have to use mine, because normally I will buy a lanyard on the ship. They only last a trip. Every lanyard that I buy from Carnival Cruise only lasts until we get back home. Every time, not sometimes, it's every time. So rather than having to keep taking the car in and out of that little pocket that's on the lanyard, I will just take one of those that I already have and leave it there to keep the lights on. Another thing is, on the ship does not have a ton of ports. And with me, and I know when I travel with my husband, we have so many things that are have to be charged. So we have Apple Watches, so that has to be charged daily. We have our phones, of course. I took the camera the last time, but I didn't have to charge it because, of course, we didn't do as much footage as I planned to do this time, so I know that I'll have to have this. But I have a charge block that I ordered off of Amazon, and it has 3 ports for your USB, and it also has 3 more ports for your phones and things like that. And truthfully, it worked, but I want to say I took a power strip as well, and I probably will take a power strip just to have as a backup. as well. Of course, you need things to keep the sun off of you. So I have my little roll-up little hat that I have. It's an essential for the beach. And another thing that I've learned is the little pool shoes. Rather than your slides, the sand is very, very hot. So having those are helpful. Oh, and the other thing that was mentioned in one of our in one of the videos about our anniversary trip was the magnetic hooks. These are very, 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 very helpful because they free up the space. Like he used his hooks to do his hats and stuff like that, but also put our lanyards on there. You could also, I hung my swimsuit up on them so that it would dry. And they don't want you to put the swimsuits out on the balcony. But, and another thing, this time I'm in an interior with my cuz, so there will be no balcony anyway to hang up anything. So those are really like my true top, I don't want to say 10, it's my top essentials that I have to have whenever I travel. But number one thing that you'll always see, Lysol. I'm your spokesperson if you need me. This is number one on my list. I'm going to clean and disinfect everything. My mother was a nurse and she did not play when it came to making sure stuff was clean and disinfected. So that is what we will be doing. But I hope you guys stay tuned for the vlogs of the trip. I will be posting them when I get back, and I will be a whole lot better. I see where I did not do as well with other videos this last time, and so I will try my best. I know my cousin already said she did not sign a waiver to be on any YouTube channels, but you're gonna be on there. Sorry, Yolanda. Uh-oh, here comes my family. They're coming. Oh, that's my son. You gonna say hi, Bubba?
Hi.
All right, you guys. Well, stay tuned and we'll see you.
Stay tuned. Stay tuned.
All right, we'll see you on the next episode. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And also, don't think that we haven't forgot to post notifications. I'm just waiting for Brooklyn to come back so she can do them for you. She's gonna do your shout out. So please hit the like button, comment. We will shout you guys out. Bye.